Hello and welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Dina and today we're going to take a closer look at the We Love Yarn recycled cotton. The We Love Yarn comes in 17 different colors and I have lined them up according to the color number. And if we're starting from the upper left corner, we have colorway 1, which is white. Colorway 2 is next to it. It's off-white. Colorway 3 is beige. Colorway 4 is sand. Colorway 5 is yellow. Colorway 6 is curry. Colorway 7 is orange. Colorway 8 is red. Colorway 9 is a dark red. And on the next line below, we have colorway 10, which is rose. We have colorway 11, which is purple. Then we have colorway 12, which is a dark blue. Colorway 13, light blue. Colorway 14, mint green. Colorway 15, dark green. Colorway 16 is gray. And then colorway 17 is black. Now let's take a closer look at the yarn specs. And it is 100% of recycled cotton, which is a 50 grams gain to a 1.75 ounces, which equals 75 meters or 82 yards. It is, again, as mentioned, here we have the same. It informs us it's a 3 weight, so it's a DK weight cotton, 4mm knitting needles, US size 6, or 5mm crochet hook, US size H. It can be washed at 30 degrees Celsius. That's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not tumble dry it. Do not bleach it. Do not iron it. It can be washed at low and it can be dry cleaned. You can follow the QR code for more information. And yeah, this is the dark blue. And Hobby writes following about this yarn on their website. We want you to be able to enjoy a yarn completely made out of recycled cotton. We believe that it is important to prolong the lifespan of pre-existing cotton, and we want to give our customers the choice to use these fibers as long as possible. The cotton used to manufacture recycled cotton is post-consumer, and it is mainly consisting of repurposed garments, household items, etc. The color range has all the essential shades and it's mostly toned down. Recycled cotton has a rustic feel to it and preserve the characteristics that make cotton great. It is resistant and is easy to take care of. You can work with the recycled cotton using a 4mm knitting needles or 5mm crochet hook, hence that your project will be going to go smooth and quickly. Do you need some inspiration on what to create with this lovely yarn? We definitely recommend summer tops, trendy trousers, cardigans, dishcloths and much more. We cannot wait for you to enjoy your very first completely recycled cotton yarn. I think here it's important to say that not all of the yarns are equally soft. It very much depends, I believe, on the dye used for the process when they have been re-dyed. Because I do have some of them feeling softer than others. So if I were to buy these yarns, I would definitely have multiple projects in mind that I could use the yarn for. In the event it doesn't turn out as soft as you want it to be, for example, for clothing. I think they are perfectly wonderful for dishcloths. I think it's perfectly wonderful for bags. I have some examples I will show you later. Or even bucket hats. But I am not sure if I would wear all of them for tops, for example. If I take the gray here, it is not as soft as, for example, this dark green. But also it might be different for which other you pick up, like which you get delivered, because there is just a feeling different. And you can see there is slightly differentiations on the yarn, which is not unlogic given that it is a recycled cotton, but it is more friendly to the environment to repurpose garments if possible. So I like the concept of this yarn. I would also like to say that there is a color variation of these yarns compared to the colors shown on the website, where some of them definitely do not completely match up to the colors shown on the website. Therefore, what I would like to do is I would like to take one yarn by yarn to compare them with the photo provided on the website and the photo you can see here via the video. I believe that the video is providing reasonably accurate color displays compared to what is in reality. Here we have the colorway white, and there is absolutely zero question that this is indeed a very white color. So yes, I agree with the color provided also on the website. Comparing that to the off-white, there is also a clear show that the off-white is off-white. And the off-white also in comparison does show off-white on the website. Then what we do get is the colorway beige. Shows a more beige, I think, on the website, or shows more color difference on the website than it does when looking at the off-white and beige next to one another. I will have to say, slightly looking now at the camera here, it does look closer to being a difference, and in reality they look somewhat closer to one another. So this could be a photo differentiation. So yes, this is the color beige. If we then take the color sand, I think the color sand is very accurate to what is also displayed on the website. It's a wonderful color to work with. It works up nicely for various neutral objects. We have the colorway yellow, which I think is not equal to the color shown on the website. This yellow is way more brighter than the yellow on the website. Following yellow, we have curry. I have the feeling that this curry is also lighter than on the website, but I think personally that the curry here looks nicer in reality than on the website. We have the orange, which is a bit more of a burnt orange compared to the website, but it does come reasonably close. Following the orange, we have the red. This is just called red also on the website. It is indeed a wonderful bright red, but I do have the feeling that this red in reality is a lighter than the one shown on the website. I had a feeling that the red would be much closer to the dark red in reality, but the reality is that they were a bit further from each other if you look them now side by side. I think dark red very much realizes and shows what dark red also is displayed on the website. So there is actually zero concerns there. Next up, we have a rose. And the rose also, I think, displays pretty much what's shown on the website. It is a dusty rose color. And as they did mention, some of the colors are a little bit more muted, diluted. So it kind of matches the description they have of the yarn. Following rose, we have purple. I think this is a light purple, but it does match the color shown on the website. So that's positive. Then we have dark blue. And dark blue is definitely a quite dark blue color. It is also shown as dark blue on the website. In reality, it might be a little bit lighter, but it is definitely a marine or a dark blue. Then we have light blue. And light blue here is, I would say, slightly lighter than what's shown on the website. But I do like the color, yet I have a feeling there is a little bit hint of a teal in this color, or a little bit of a green shade in this blue. But yes, it's a light blue. Then we have the mint green, and I am quite happy that they call it a mint green, because I wouldn't call it just a green. It is a very light green, and it is definitely minty of color. We have the dark green, and the dark green could also just equally as well have been army green, might not be the best word, forest green. It's definitely towards the darker end. Yeah, it's a dusty dark green. Then we have the gray, which I think is also very much like the gray on the website. There is zero doubts that it is a gray. It is a medium gray color, goes a bit well with everything, and it's gray. And the black we have here, and it is also a black just on the website. Comparing the black, for example, to the dark blue, you can easily see that it is either black or dark blue. The We Love Yarn recycled cotton from Hobby gives a really gorgeous stitch definition. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, I have had really good experience making bags with this yarn. You have up here half double crochets, you have here a crossed double crochet, and the bottom again is also half doubles. And the stitch definition is absolutely gorgeous. This is the dark red that I used for a nice shopper bag. I also did some color work with it, which again also shows a good, nice stitch definition. So it's definitely a yarn that gives you a great stitch definition. I also think yarn is soft enough for a bag. It's not like stiff and rigid. It does allow the bag a little bit of movement. And it is great because it doesn't make the bag stretch because of the cotton's abilities. It will not stretch. You need to be, as mentioned earlier, be really aware that it cannot always, you might risk it's not soft. There are reviews saying that they have had soft yarns, but there are also reviews that said that they experienced this yarn to be more rustic and more stiff than they had expected it to be. And it is even visible from the different colors I have here that some of them are definitely softer than others. If I take the whites or if I take the purple, these yarns are very soft and I have no issues with these against my skin. Though if I would then take the rose, it's way more stiff in the feeling, and the same goes for the gray, and I would be less inclined to have these towards my skin all the time. But it can also be due to whichever repurposed materials, so repurposed cotton materials that they have used to make these recycled cottons of. So it can either be due to the dye, but it can also be due to those materials, so the repurposed cotton they turned into this yarn. So it is different for each batch, and it can also be different for each color. So please keep that in mind when you order, should you be interested in ordering this yarn. I hope I helped you getting more clever and getting a better insight into the We Love Yarn recycled cotton, which is being sold by Hobby in Denmark. At the website HOBBII. It can be .dk, but also .com, etc. It will take you to your local website, usually when you enter the website. If you do like this content, please give me a like up. Also, please subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. And hit the notification if you want to get notified whenever I post a new video. Take care and happy crafting.